reading that, like I couldn't help but tear up, and I showed him it. And
I was crying.
He was crying while we were drinking together. He was like, "What the hell, dude?" And it's the most wholesome that's happened to me in years.
Look at that. I'm looking at Dave right now.
Yeah.
And this emotion on his face
Yeah.
is something I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
I want to tell a really quick wholesome story.
Yeah.
Okay. How wholesome
Speaking
is
on
it?
teachers and counselors and blah, blah, blah. So I was a really bad student until
Join the club.
10th
I
grade.
love this story.
Well,
Okay.
I was in 10th grade, and then I got this beautiful girlfriend, and she was really good at school. And she was really good at school, so I was like, I got to get good at school too, because she's going to not think I'm cool if I
Don't get grades?
if I don't get grades. I don't know. She was beautiful and super smart. She had all AP classes. So I was like, I should study. So I studied a lot. I ended up in a bunch of AP classes, which was, my parents were like, where did that come from? And I had this one teacher that I had in freshman year, and I had another teacher, and they had this, and she pretty much thought I was a disrespectful little, because I was a disrespectful little, I didn't even try in school. And then I had her again later on, like junior, senior year for some computer web design class or something. And I did a lot better later on. And she was always my favorite teacher, because she would never treat me like a student, but she would treat me like a friend. It was one of the few teachers who were like, Dave, you're a smart kid. If you actually just applied yourself, you'd do really well. What is wrong with you? Like, come on. Like, she would talk to me like that. Like, come on. I mean, we joke around all the time, but I really need you to actually try. And I always remember her as one of my favorite teachers. So fast forward, how long has it been? How long has it been since 2007?
13 years.
13 years. I looked her up, emailed her. I just apologized and thanked her at the same time. Like, thank you. I'm sorry. I was a little, but thank you so much for always trying with me. And she replied this pretty much essay. And she's like, thank you for sending me that email. I've had a rough week for various reasons, blah, blah, blah. Of course, I remember you. And I remember you, well, I've actually used you in a teacher story a few times. So as a reminder to never give up on a student. And anyways, when I had you as a freshman, I could tell you were going through something. You did act out sometimes. And I, as a new teacher, was still learning classroom management. She was also a young teacher. She was like 24, like 24, 25 or something. And then I didn't have you in the next couple of years. And then during your senior year, I got my roster started pre-planning. I remember seeing your name and I'm thinking, here we go again, blah, blah, blah. And I felt ashamed because, David, you were that student who taught me not to judge. You were that student who showed me that it is never too late to change, that any child can turn himself and his trajectory around, that first impressions can be wrong. And that lashing out at teachers isn't necessarily a reflection of dislike or disrespect. It's never too late to make a fresh start. And she pretty much told me, like, she still remembers me and uses me as that example student.
Yeah.
And reading that, like I couldn't help but tear up, and I showowed him it. And
I was crying.
He was crying while we were drinking together. He was like, "What the hell, dude?" And it's the most wholesome that's happened to me in years.
Look at that. I'm looking at Dave right now.
Yeah.
And this emotion on his face.
Yeah.
Is something I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah. It really did. Man, he read that really like fast. We were having a couple drinks together the other day, and he told me that story. I was telling him about like a teacher that really, a couple of teachers that I had, especially like my principal, who helped me out a lot. And anyway, he was like, "Oh, I have a crazy story about that." And we'd had a couple drinks, and I read that letter, and I was crying. It was really sweet. She's like, it seems like she like shows videos of you to the kids or something.
I don't know. She was like, I don't know. Just the stuff she wrote is just.
He's gonna cry again.
Like,
what it's all about.
You were polite, enthusiastic, kind, friendly, and a joy to see every day. I was so proud of you because you had obviously overcome what was holding you back as a freshman, and you're growing into the amazing person you always meant to be. And when I see stuff like that, it just reminds me that.
Reminds you what it's all about.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed the clip. If you did, listen to the full episode on Apple Podcasts or Spotify.
And make sure to subscribe to this channel, Dive Studios, and put those notifications on. Hit that bell.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.